Alrighty, welcome back to Final Fantathon, our quest to casually let's play every mainline Final Fantasy game plus some bonuses. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we have one mainline Final Fantasy game left. One more left. This insane, crazy journey that some of you have been with me since the very beginning of it years ago is finally close to coming to an end. But before we get to the final game, we have our final bonus game voted by you guys, which is Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII. My history with this game is pretty interesting. So I actually had this as a kid, and I was a big Final Fantasy VII nut. So I don't remember if I bought this or somebody bought it for me, but I remember owning it. And I wasn't super into shooters yet. I had played a lot of Doom on my old Windows 95 computer. But other than that, wasn't like really into shooters. I didn't get super into shooters until the next generation. PS3 is when I really got into shooters. But I was already a Final Fantasy nut, already a Final Fantasy VII nut. So this should have been like, huge for me. I can't remember a single moment of me playing this game. I must have thrown it in for like a few minutes and just quit and never touched it again, which is just crazy to me. Because even when I was a kid, I played like the worst games. Like if it was terrible, I still played through it. I played Animorphs on PS1. I mean, like whatever it was my game. I didn't have a ton of games. So usually I would play through a game no matter how bad. But I can't remember a single moment of playing this. I mean, I must have played it for minutes and then just put it on my shelf and never touched it again. And then I think I sold it or something. I don't really sell games, but I must have sold it in a garage sale or something because I didn't own it. I had to go buy it for this event. So yeah, I very specifically remember owning it at some point. So I remember the box art. I remember seeing it. I think I even had a memory card with a save for it for a while. But I don't know what happened to the game. I don't remember playing it at all. So if that's any sign to the quality of this game, we're in for something special. Now, I do know a good amount about this game because I've done a lot of research into this game because this game actually talks a lot about Vincent's story, which is actually pretty important to like Sephiroth's story and Shinra's story. I've done a ton of research into the cutscenes of this game. In fact, the very first in-depth look I ever did was Vincent. So long time ago, I had already looked into the cutscenes and kind of looked into a lot of the lore of this game. So I know about the lore of it, and I've seen a good amount of the cutscenes, but that's pretty much it. I haven't really experienced any of the gameplay or anything, the music, everything else that goes into it. So I am very, very excited to play this. Regardless of its quality, I think it's going to be an absolute blast to play through. Some people in the community have said they liked it. A lot of people say they dislike it. Either way, I think we're all interested in it and like what it's about, and the lore in it is insane. I mean, like the whole Omega weapon thing that I talk about in the Sephiroth in depth, that whole theory that I had, a lot of that's from this game. So I think we're all very interested in what this game is actually like. So very, very excited to play through this. Let's get it going. As always, we are playing on an original PS2 console with original PS2 hardware, being upscaled through a FrameMeister. But other than that, all OG, as per usual for Fantathon. I think I'm going to skip this opening cutscene. I gave this a bit of a look when I tested the game to make sure it worked. And I think this is just a scissor reel of like the entire game. And given that a lot of us have not seen the game before, I think it might be best to just skip this. So I think we'll see most all of this. The beginning is just the opening. We can look at this for a minute, but I think it goes into spoiler territory here in a second. This is just the opening cutscene. Pretty freaking epic. Very loud also. Alright. Spoiler, Vincent uses a gun. Good to see that Square Enix's naming conventions never got better. You know, it started with this game, Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII, and then it just never got better. So one thing that I found kind of weird is there's no settings menu on, like, the, still have a, this is a new controller, by the way. I bought it just for this playthrough. Still had the price tag on it. Yeah, there's no, like, setting menu until you get into the game. There's a tutorial menu, which I don't know if I should look at that or not. Is it a menu or is it a tutorial? Please be aware that explanations in this tutorial utilize the default settings. The settings are adjusted in the config menu or other places. Wow, okay. They couldn't make it, like, different. Training mode, reference mode.
Verifying data.
Oh my god, I'm Turk Vincent. Wait, this is kind of cool.
Mr. Valentine. Shinra Manufacturing Tactical Training Facility.
This just looks like Resident Evil.
Turk's Administrative Research Department Simulation Program. Session 1. This exercise will involve the collecting of items as well as simple combat with virtual targets. Please be aware that Shinra Manufacturing is not responsible for any injuries or loss of life caused by the simulation program.
That sounds about right.
If you have any questions during the session, information can be accessed from the TTT terminal.
TTT terminal. By accessing the TTT terminal, located within each area of the training mode, you can confirm your current objective and view useful advice. Additionally, you may access the terminal in this room to skip over areas you've already mastered. Controller, review controller functions. Objective, review current objective. Advice, view mission advice. Okay. Talk to the red mini-bot in front of you and engage in pursuit once it begins moving. The song. Wow, Vincent. It's got quite the... Oh, it's one of the, like, server bots from... Looks just like the remake one. Look at that gun. Massive gun. It really is peak PS2. You know what? You know what's really peak PS2? I can't control the camera with the right analog stick. It just follows behind me. Oh, wait. It says right analog stick camera. Oh, now I can. Oh, okay. I just couldn't... I couldn't in that tutorial for some strange reason. Like, they disabled my ability to use the camera just for that one tutorial. This is where I would normally say, like, wow, why is this tutorial so easy? This is dumb. Why teach the player this? But I picked tutorial in the menu, so I'm getting exactly what I expected. I expected this to be, like, super brain dead. And it should be. I mean, if you're picking tutorial out of the menu, you probably want as basic of a tutorial as you can get. And from what I've heard, this game is very difficult to control, so it probably needs it. Oh, so far it doesn't feel that bad. You need to add Apex Legends to Fantathon. You get materia and a Buster Sword. You want to pay me the $360 you need to get them? If you do, maybe I'll add it. And no, that's not a joke. It's actually what it costs. Yo, you're a Dirge fan, mate? Love it. By the way, they give you the 3 gifted subs. Holy cow. Thank you, thank you. And Advent, they give you the gifted sub to memes. If we all chip in $1. If you all chipped in $1, I could have the worst Final Fantasy VII outfits you've ever seen. Red can only be opened after activating a switch or meeting a similar requirement. I'm outie. Can also access the map from the main menu. Ooh, I like the map. You can even have it up while you're moving. Wow, that's actually, like, kind of super advanced. I can't think of another PS2 game that allows you to do that. Oh no, does he do the same grunt every time you jump? Oh no. He says it every single time you jump. Is that a jukebox? You can confirm whether an item is displayed or not by obtained or not by checking the display in the lower left corner. Green item was obtained, red item was not obtained. Okay, I walked 2 feet for another tutorial. We buy stuff from jukeboxes? Clink, 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 clink. How do I use the Phoenix down if it's just me? Okay, left is to change shortcut item, and right is to use it. Instantly revive you with full HP if you are KO'd. Oh wow, it's a get out of jail free card. Auto life. Ugh. I'll be honest, I really just kind of wanted some shooting tutorial, because I know that's like the hard part. The movement is really just basic PS2 movement. Like, it's really not hard. I don't really need this in depth of a tutorial. While not as powerful as gunfire, melee attacks can be crucial to your survival on the battlefield. Defeat the enemies up ahead by using melee attacks and collect the items they drop. Take that. Oh, holy crap, he got laid out. Yes, I do. Alright. I believe you. Well, knockback, input either of these commands as you hit the ground. X to jump, left analog stick, square button to roll. Okay, you can just spam it. Or not. Yeah, you can just spam it. I gotta say, this is a pretty good tutorial. I'm impressed. Maybe a bit long-winded, but by connecting multiple hits in succession, you execute a combination attack. When you are surrounded, you can use this technique to knock back enemies and create space. Press circle while in the air to unleash a string of devastating aerial attacks. Okay, the melee is kind of bad. You're like hard stuck on the ground when you start to melee. Congratulations. That was only session 1?
This exercise will focus on basic features of the handgun.
How's it going, Bryce? Alright. R1 activate sight fire, circle lower weapon, R2 reload, L2 toggle, R3 zoom. You automatically reload your gun when the magazine's empty. You can also fire while jumping. While locked on, shooting will be directed towards the center of the sight. When the icon is green, you cannot hit a target even if it is... When the icon is green, you cannot hit a target even if it is lined up with the sight. So, like, you have to be locked on to hit. Wow, that gives you quite the... You just gotta be anywhere close to an enemy. And it'll just hit. I guess they knew how awkward it felt to control the camera. When you are attacked, the assault radar will appear on the screen and alert you from which direction. Defeating multiple enemies within a specified amount of time activates a kill chain. As the count increases, attack power rises as well. The increase in power is only applied to the first attack after the chain count is displayed. In hard, X-hard mode, sustaining damage will cancel the bonus. So now this next shot's gonna do... Never mind, I just whiffed. It is so hard for me to see these enemies, they like blend in with the wall. Why can't I hit them before they get in? Wow, that reload is fast. that it? Oh, are we done here? Okay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Session 2 complete. Session 3. This exercise will focus on basic features of the rifle.
Long-range weapons used mainly for sniping due to their weight. They are not suitable for firing while moving. That was a sniper rifle? The customization seems kind of crazy. Whoa, that's really zoom in quite far. Wait a second, do I even have to? I don't even have to zoom in. It just auto aims anyways. What's the purpose of zooming in? Okay, it said I had to collect ammo, but like, how do I collect? Oh, okay, that's... Finally a real Final Fantasy game.
Session 3 complete.
Is that it?
Session
Oh
4.
god.
This exercise will focus on basic features of the machine gun.
Rat-a-tat-tat. Fire materia. Barrel roll. The material looks like a necklace. Accumulate MP by stepping onto a Mako point. Using materia-based magic will deplete your MP. Select materia in the customized menu. L1 activate sight magic. Circle button lower weapon. L2 toggle weapons. R3 zoom. Fire causes an explosion that deals damage to a wide area. Blizzard hones in on the target. Thunder deals damage in a straight line. Kinda Kingdom Heartsy. Magic doing different effects. How's it going, Sally?
Congratulations. Session 4 complete.
How's it going, lady?
Session 5. This exercise will focus on material.
No, we had to pick this tutorial out of the menu, so that's why it's kind of crazy long. I probably could have jumped out of it at this point, but I'm kind of committed. Oh, you shoot the materia out of your gun. I didn't realize. That's kind of cool. So it's probably different depending on your gun then. Activate a limit break will replenish your HP as well as significantly improve your other abilities. Use a limit breaker. A limit breaker. To trigger your limit break, the effects of the limit break will expire after a set amount of time. You cancel the command and blah blah blah. Now I wish Vincent did that in Final Fantasy VII.
Congratulations.
Just shot his
Session 5.
stuff out of his gun.
Session 6. This exercise will focus on limit.
Alright, this gotta be the last one, right? Surely this is the last one. What? Do I have to kill the targets to get my limit break? I thought I already had it. Oh god, the lag. Why is it lagging? If the tutorial lags, that makes me a bit nervous.
Congratulations. Session 6.
Okay, but I didn't even use my limit break.
Proceed through the door and take the stairs to the top floor.
Nope, it was on controller. Master special techniques. Hey, Trawa, another.
Session 7.
Oh my god.
This exercise will focus on the gun turret.
Another Dirge fan. Oh, that guy got away. Okay, so the turret is way harder to use because you actually have to be, rip that guy, accurate. Which I find funny. The regular gun, you can just aim in the general direction and you auto win, but the turret, you have to be accurate.
Congratulations. Session 7 complete.
Is that it? Okay. That wasn't so bad. I got an S. What do you mean normal is recommended? I got an S.
This concludes the
Wow.
Turk's Administrative Research Department simulation program. You may return to your station. Shura Manufacturing salutes you on a job well done.
The game recommends you play Norman. You're not talented enough for hard. Alright. And I love the use of this background too. The classic Vincent background, but then it has the new characters there. Refined combat skills will be required for this mode, featuring intensified battles and increasingly powerful enemies. Nah, we're doing normal. I always play games on normal, first time through. And especially for Fantathon, I would like the regular experience. It takes this long to save? Oh my god. Is this the first game that we've played for Fantathon that had a difficulty setting? I just realized that. Like, I'm not sure there's been a single other game in Fantathon with a difficulty setting. Was there there wasn't a difficulty setting for tactics, right? It's kind of funny. So now I can change settings. Vibration on, sound output, Dolby, subtitles, yes please. Speaker's name, yes please. Sight vertical. Yeah. Sight support. When set to semi-automatic, the sight will be drawn to close by targets. When set to automatic, the sight will be drawn and fixed onto close by target. No shot. I wonder if manual means you straight up don't get the aim assist. That would be really yikes. Good luck with that nonsense. Yo, Pang, they got 100 bits, man. Alright, get ready for some cringe. Some close-up Yuffie cringe. I know exactly how this scene starts.
Come on, hurry up, and try not to drop anybody this time. Report.
Evac complete. All injured have been moved to the transports.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Let's just zoom in on Yuffie's body parts.
Clear the red zone. We're all done here. How about you?
She actually looks pretty good. Like, I'm impressed with the graphics.
Finished.
Vincent looks great too.
Yuffie, I want you to check the Mako cannon.
But we already... What the...
Just as I thought.
Hold on. Hold on. This is crazy. There's no way anybody could be up there. No!
Yuffie, rendezvous with Cloud and the others. It looks like I still have some work to do.
Hey! Whoa! Vincent? Get out of there! I have a bad feeling about this!
Like the classic outfit too. They actually like made her look exactly like she does in OG. So this event right here is them trying to evacuate people, like before Advent Children starts. Vincent and Yuffie try to evacuate people from Midgar during the... I think this is during Meteor Fall, actually? Or no, after. I think. Or maybe it's during. It's kind of like... No, it's during. But it's kind of like a retcon, because they should be in the... They should be in the airship with the others. But because they were optional characters, they're not in that cutscene. So they made the excuse like, oh, because they were down here. Yeah, that's what it was. Start fragment program. Yeah, so like, since in the original game they couldn't put them in the airship because they're optional characters, so they didn't know if you had unlocked them or not. So they weren't in the airship. They made the excuse like, oh, that's why they weren't in the airship, because they were down here helping people evacuate Midgar. Which is a great idea. Like, it's not really a retcon, it's like a way of explaining why they couldn't be in the cutscene. It's like kind of cool. It's a clever solution.
So... we meet again.
Who does she look like?
Lucrezia.
She looks like somebody.
I'm so sorry.
I was thinking she looked a bit like Princess Sarah.
Why? I'm the one who should apologize.
Weeks ago, our crew left for Midgar.
However, the group's
Oh, I thought that was his phone.
unknown. What really happened down there?
Tonight, for the first time, we bring you the final transmission received before all contact was lost.
For the past 3 years, this door has remained sealed. However, that
I love the running joke of Vincent in his cell phone.
located deep beneath the Shinra building, another of the company's secrets revealed recently. According to investigative reports, there is evidence that thousands of people were once transported here. If rumors of the Shinra company conducting human experiments are true, then this may be where those nefarious deeds were carried out. To bring you this exclusive footage, Channel 7 News has teamed up with volunteer organization... Oh, wait, I think I
Wow. I feel like the budget for this game was nuts. Like, this looks so good for a game that no one played. You know? I'm genuinely impressed how good this looks. Especially upscaled. This looks like freaking PS3 quality. I played it. Nah, it's just that cutscene. So now it should be pretty loud. Just had to wait for people to start dying. That's when it gets loud. The soundtrack is oddly look at that Moogle. It's not just cinematic, it's way more orchestral than I thought it would be. I was expecting mad guitar riffs, you know? That's why I got the guitar. But it's like very orchestral. What you would expect out of a regular Final Fantasy game. A lot of times they try to go more crazy with the soundtracks on the side games, like Crisis Core being like all guitar. I figured this would be similar.
What's going on?
Blood type A. I figured it'd be like
Found you.
some crazy O negative or something. Right to the gameplay. I put the... Oh no. See, I was about to say, I hope there's like very little tutorial. Okay, that wasn't that bad. It was just the item. I hope there's very little tutorial, given there's the whole big tutorial in the menu. This seems pretty... It's not telling me how to jump, so... I give him credit. Like, that's... If I were to make a game back in the PS2 era with a not very normal gameplay setup, that's probably exactly how I would do it. I would have like a more like simple tutorial during the gameplay, just very quick, hey, this is what this does. And then have like a really dedicated tutorial in the menu. So yeah, I'm impressed. This is still back in the era when they understood how to do tutorials sometimes. Nowadays you start a game and you get some like super epic cutscene that gets you into the moment, and then they're just like, alright, cadet, we gotta go through your training first. Use the brake. Just totally slow the pace down, but this is great. Right. I love that we went right from that epic cutscene right into the action.
Now where am I supposed to meet Reeve?
God, he just straight up sounds like Batman. You think Vincent's gonna sound like Batman in Rebirth? Ah, they're just running after him. What? Jeez. Just chasing down kids with guns. In the cutscene, they were like just capturing them. They weren't just chasing them down, murdering them. Seems a bit extreme. I like how they just don't even look at me either. Don't shoot the guy with the gun, shoot the kid running away. Alright, let's... see, so our gun is Cerberus. Because of the 3 barrels, very nice. Give it some fire materia. How do I... Okay, one thing that's kind of weird is this is my gun and this is my materia. It's the same reticle. So, like, it's hard to tell which mode you're in. They could have at least, like, colored the reticle different or something. Or just gave it a bit of a different flair so you know, like, oh, I'm in materia mode. Oh, wait. No. Never mind. Never mind what I said. The tutorial didn't explain it well. You're in both modes at the same time. The way that the tutorial explained it, it sounded like there was 2 different modes. Because it said, press R1 to activate your gun and press L1 to activate your materia. But they're both the same mode. You just have to be in the mode and then you just press R1 for shoot and L1 for materia. So, never mind. I was just confused by the way they worded it. I'm kind of wondering why ammo exists. Like maybe with the sniper rifle or something it matters, but it seems like I just have an insane amount of ammo. That's probably just because of the handgun. The handgun probably just, you never run out. What the? Where did you come from? What? Did he come from the door? Or like the roof? Surprise. That's unfortunate. Moving on. Oh my god, that scream. Blood-curdling scream. Look at these tomatoes. Epic. Yeah, he must have come out of that door. Oh. L1 and R1 are to return to normal form. But for some reason, the tutorial doesn't tell you how to activate it. And neither... and neither does the controller setup? Am I crazy? Why is there only deactivate limit break? There's no activate limit break. Also, it's wild that there's mouse and keyboard controls for this game. That's honestly pretty dope. I feel like it would be pretty cool to try the game on mouse and keyboard. Wait. Oh, okay, that's how you switch weapons. Got it. Wait a second. Oh, that's weird. I guess they just didn't think that through. So, these are different loadouts, right? And each of them have my Cerberus equipped, but they all have different ammo counts, even though I only have one gun. So I could shoot, like, some bullets on that one, and now I have 18 bullets in this one, 12 bullets in this one, and 15 bullets in this one. Even though they're the same gun. Because you have 3 different loadouts. So instead of reloading, you could just switch loadout. And you'd have basically 3 clips before having to reload. But reloading's so quick anyways, it doesn't much matter. Yo, Sipsco, thanks so much. Yeah, these are some sound effects. I'm here to save you with my gun. Oh, okay. Well, guess that happened. Grab the teddy bear. Wait, so we went in here. How do I... Kablam. This turning speed is not it. What? Alright. That was a bit odd, because, like, the tutorial taught me that red things I need to go do something before it opens, but I had to activate the red thing. The thing was red, so I figured, like, I gotta go find a button or something. I like how they establish right away, like, Vincent's here to save people. He, like, stopped his mission to save that girl. Vincent's a true hero. They all just turned around and immediately shot me before I had control. The heck was that?
You should be all right.
Thank you, sir.
You should be all right. As you're alone in the middle of the street, surrounded by fire. Oh, we got the sniper scope on the pistol. I'm not sure what the point of that is. I wonder if it changes my normal scope at all, or like if it just changes the zoom. Aaron, thank you so much for the prime. Yeah, it's still the same. All it does is give me this crazy zoom that I have no idea why I would need. And Big, thank you so much for the 9 months. I feel like I just celebrated 8 months. Pumped to be here for the first day of Dirge, same. I appreciate you being here. Somebody help. Oh, here we go. Sniper scope time. Okay, this is literally easier just to not zoom in. I think the point of the sniper scope is to get headshots. It was saying that in the tutorial too. Because with the auto aim, you can't get headshots. It just auto aims on their chest. So I guess the idea is to get headshots. Shot me. Oh. $500 gil. Seems like a lot. What's the difference from headshots? Do I really have to answer that question? Does more damage. Ow, jeez. They just hit you the second you walk around the corner. Trying to figure out what the increases the weapon's power as well as its range. Well, that just seems good. It lowers the speed and the weight. I suppose I should probably put the long barrel on the sniper scope. I'm like kind of shocked by the amount of customization. It's kind of neat. I'm trying to figure out how the game wants me to like dodge damage. Like if I were playing on hard, what would I need to be doing? Are you supposed to kind of just pop in and out of corners? Because there's no real way to like dodge bullets. And half the time when you walk around a corner, they just immediately hit you. Boss time. Okay, wait. So, without the long barrel, I actually can't hit this guy. Like, it won't lock on. I have to switch to my long barrel and then it'll lock on. So that's kind of cool. Also, he's already almost dead. Holy crap. You can dash, but you can't, like, shoot while you're dashing. So I guess unless you, like, literally timed the moment an enemy was about to shoot and you dashed. But I'm not sure how that... Maybe just as soon as you see an enemy dash, because they're probably going to shoot right when they see you. Well, you know, they just pull the trigger. There's no, like, read. So you can't, like, dodge moves, you know, like you normally would in an action game. This scope is something. Now those I can dodge.
Vincent Valentine. We found you.
Is this the one?
Yes.
Yes. Why can't I pick up the Phoenix down? I only get one. Might as well use it. Oh, you have to use the limit breaker. Now I understand. When they said in the tutorial, they said use the limit breaker, I was like, what are they talking about? It's an item. That's... I mean, I guess you can get to it in your quick menu. But, yeah, that's weird. Like, as soon as you hear the word limit break, you think, like, that's its own mechanic, not an item, you know? You expect it to be a button combination. That's why when they said press L1, R1 to deactivate it, I was like, oh, okay, you press L1, R1 to activate it, and then press it again to deactivate it. But nope, it's an item. Nope, it's drugs. Surprise, drugs. Short barrel lightens a weapon as well as increases its weight of fire. Rate of fire. Yeah, a little baby gun. Yeah, you do use an item to teach final limit breaks. Not regular ones, though.